Name swap in here. Title swap. Day 5 of COVID should be okay. What am I clicking on? I'm going to make this quick because I don't think I can make it through a lot. All right, there we go. Patch review and YORICK. That's what we care about right now. All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Strat Chat. Welcome back. The roller coaster that is the preseason in season is happening right now, and they are just wildly just changing everything to try to keep up with the meta. Here's the snapshot of what's going on. We're going to go through it pretty quickly. Basically, they're just trying to patch holes. You know, it's like that comic with the sinking hole, you know, the sinking ship, and they're just taking like plugging holes, and when you plug a new one, it makes another one burst over here. It's just like that's what that's what it feels like for this season. So let's take a look. Aurelion Soul. Aurelion Soul's the big change. Basically, they're moving it from passive farming into more active approach. You're going to gain more stacks from your Q and your W, less from your E, so it's more about fighting early. Good change. Paired with the Rod of Ages buff, I think that you're going to now see Rod of Ages first into like a 18 to 22 minute look for 2 items and spike on a soul. Azir has been too good with fleet footwork. Basically, we knew this was going to come. Something that had to do with the Sand Soldiers now getting attack buffs meant that it was just so much stronger now to get Nashor's Tooth and Lichbane. So that means very naturally that they go fleet footwork. And that makes it very hard to ever bully this champion out of lane. So they had to take away some of their regen. This is a huge nerf to the Comet style builds and Hail of Blades. Basically, you have to go fleet footwork now because you're just not going to have enough regen. You will get poked out eventually. Brand is being labeled as too strong in the jungle, probably makes sense, but Zyra is untouched and actually buffed later, you'll see in a second. But yeah, Brand, apparently they're saying that there was a bug that was causing his proc to go off too often. They're taking away 10 damage from his Seer, which affects your very first clear and your very first iteration. This will affect the timing by about 3 seconds because you're going to have to hit one more time to kill 2 of the camps, which is actually a big deal. Modifier to the monsters on the passive is going down by 20%. This was the change that put Brand over the top. They put the 200 in a long time ago, and then they made it 220, and it was just like, no, this is too much. Like, it's absolutely absurd. We've seen multiple people climbing to the top and even seeing it in pro play, which we're thankful for. I like seeing new champions in pro play. Corki, they're trying to take away some of the power from the package and move it into his W, which makes sense because basically you never cast W except for just get out, reposition in fights, and then if you had the package, you never wanted to cast it anyways, you're just going in. So 45-second timer here, 15 seconds less to use your package. You have to be a little bit more careful. They're also taking away a synergy with Eclipse and Malignance for those hybrid builds. Ezreal was the big winner. Hopefully you guys tuned in for the last patch review. We talked about Essence Reaver with Manamune and Navori Quickblades, and then Spear of Shojin finally, and you just have this laser beam, boom, boom, boom. You're just shooting people all day long. Max range, never get hit, deal tons of damage. Every single time we did it, we were highest damage in the game, and it wasn't even close. So they're taking a hit at that with Nox to the R and Q. Alawi, very interesting change here. The tentacle damage base, it's going more towards base and slightly lower damage, but more range. And more range is a huge deal because that's one of the things that gated Alawi. It's the time to get your synergies online with, I need to get a spear, I need to ult, I need to slam, like that all takes time. The fact that you have extra range will now make that more forgiving, that when they are kiting away, you're still likely to get some hits. She's still a fundamentally flawed champion, so she's only in the counter pick realm. Karma is being used as a flex pick, as we talked about. They're taking hits at the RQ soul flare damage. Basically, they want to keep her shield powers intact so that she can be a good support. Lilia was one of the most overpowered champions on the entire patch. They're taking 0.25% of AP on max health damage off of her passive. They're taking a little bit away from the Q, 20% for the scaling, now that she's been building full AP with the Haunting Guys upgrades. Can we get Maokai on screen? No, we can't. Big Maokai changes. Basically, this champion was ubiquitous. You could play jungle support, a little bit too strong. The mana regeneration got nerfed. The passive a little bit adjusted. The Q Bramble Smash, this is actually an interesting change. The mana cost going down by 20 and the cooldown going down by 1 early. So this is a big deal for your top laners, right? Supports were much more likely to not get as many levels into this. Yeah, you wanted it to be good at level 1. The mana cost being low, you didn't really care about it because your mana regeneration on your support item was so good that this was negligible. This is very much geared at top lane, trying to make it better. They're also making the sapling go from a 16 down to 12, so you actually want to put points in it potentially. Mana cost also going from 60 to 80 as opposed to 45 to 85, so much less of a 1-point wonder compared to before. And they're also adding 10 seconds to the ultimate early, subtracting 10 later, which means top lane, who has a chance of getting to level 16, has a chance of casting it. Nidalee getting just slight quality of life buffs. Pyke, big buffs for Pyke, actually really huge. And combined with the Profane Hydra buffs, I think Pyke is going to be a legitimate mid lane assassin now. The damage from the Q is getting 15% AD. That's nothing to scoff at. Mana cost is going down early. Nothing to scoff at, especially since that's one of his gating issues in the mid lane. His bonus move speed is going up and up with extra lethality. So the more items you have, the better he's going to be. And Phantom Undertow, losing 5 damage early, but gaining 35 late is kind of insane. So these are pretty sizable Pyke buffs, especially for mid lane. So keep an eye on that. If you like playing Pyke, or if you've wanted to try to play him in mid lane, now's a good time. Rengar, another huge winner from last patch, getting hit in multiple ways. Essence Reaver is getting some power, but really we've seen that you just need to build all these broken lethality items on all these champions, and you're just going to be fine anyways. But Rengar's taking a tab down. Shaco with some quality of life increases. The jungle has been a little bit less forgiving for him now with the changes to the camps, and specifically the Void Mites, or the Void Mites. Void Mites, the Grublings were one-shotting the box, and that obviously makes for an awful time for a jungle Shaco who's trying to take that objective. So that's the big change for the jungle Shaco. They're also making the Jack in the Box cost less over ranks. The bonus damage to monsters is going up by 10 to 30, which is kind of insane. This is going to put him in that realm of not quite Brand and Zyra clear speed, but very, very close. We can just drop one box and expect it to kill the entire Raptor camp. They're compensating by putting 10 extra mana onto the 2-shiv poison, and the Hallucinate is getting some nice tricks, right? Basically poof, when it snaps back to its original location, it's not going to just disappear so that everyone knows like, oh, that was the clone. It's now going to do a little orange poof. That way people think that might be the original Shaco. So that's absolutely something that you want to look out for when you're playing against this champion. Shyvana lost Night Harvester. They're giving some buffs to her AP build. I think this build is tons of fun. It's one of the most iconic builds in all of League of Legends, is the AP Flame Breath Shyvana, so it's a lot of fun to play. Try it, Nashor's Tooth, Lichbane, and then you can go into a lot of different builds later, like Storm Surge if you're going Dark Harvest, and try to pop people that way. Or you can go with a little bit of a tankier build and kind of be this battle mage with the Haunting Guys upgrades like Riftmaker, and just kind of get in there a lot more. Talia getting damage on her Q is always a big deal. 10 points on this is insane because it's hit and then hit. Those other ones are going to be reduced effectiveness, but still this is a pretty big buff to her Q. Also, the first point is all you need in the E now. More reason to max Q. There are some points where for AoE clear you could argue that you wanted the E. It was still always Q, but this is going to exacerbate the difference. Quality of life change for Teemo. I'm super suspect about this. They say that your blind should now immediately apply to the target hit by Q, preventing Teemo from taking damage from an auto attack after the blind has been applied. So the question is, are they saying that a shot that's in the air that's hitting you, now I'm blinded and now it hits you? Well, I wasn't blinded when it hit you, but now is it looking to check for hit? Was he blinded? And then they're taking it away on the other side. So when you can attack while you're blinded, and if the blind falls while your attack is in the air, to me that makes no sense. I don't know, maybe you guys can make sense of it. If you guys know the answer, hashtag StratChat, be our secret call out. Let me know what the Teemo does. Trundle. A menace in the top lane, losing 36 health, which is a full auto attack in a brawl early, and his bonus Q damage is going down by 10. So this guy is taking a massive shot from top lane. This is not enough to stop him from winning his matchups up in the top, but it's not going to be as snowbally where you can just walk up with impunity. Make sure that you're getting flat health if you're ever playing with and or against Trundle. Quality of life change for Twitch, just easier to land your E. Wukong, big change here. Bonus range going up. Most empowered autos go up by 50 on the range. This one was a unique one that went up from 75 to 175. Now at 1 rank, it's 135. So you can freely poke in melee versus melee matchups. You can hit them without them hitting you. It's insane, right? This difference is absolutely massive. Make sure you're using this in your game, especially to stack your passive, right? If you can lead off, you walk up into the lane, bonk them. All right, you got Bonky Kong, hit them on the head, start the lane. Their minions will come to you. You back off. Now the minions on your side, your minions are pushing theirs. You have the push. You're getting stacks of your passive. Now if you want to fight, you say, all right, come over here. Let's fight on my side. And it just makes it that much better. This is a huge, huge buff for Wukong in the top lane. Not only that, but the physical damage is gaining 10% bonus AD, so much more about building those AD scaling type compositions. Black Cleaver is going to be still his favorite item. Nimbus Strike, getting a little bit of cooldown love. Again, solo laners tended to be the ones maxing this. And now it doesn't work, though, with Ravenous Hydra, which is really disappointing. It's too bad that that's the case. But with the changes to Profane Hydra, maybe this guy just turns into some sort of assassin. Maybe we even see him in mid lane. Oh, my favorite changes. YORICK. The leash range is decreased. All right, so your ability to acquire them off of the ground, all right, that's going down. But they now come, all summons come back to you. And this was the biggest feels bad moment about YORICK, when you're running away and they're chasing the maiden and they're just chopping down the maiden. And that just felt bad. Now she's actually going to accelerate coming back to you, which is fantastic for keeping her alive. Mana cost on Q is going down by 5. It's also getting a significant chunk of healing based on your percent missing health. Before it was 10 to 68 flat that could be doubled if you were under 50%. Now it's 1068 and this huge chunk of missing health. And you can still get it versus non-champions, right? It's halved, but against champions, basically, at all points, you just constantly hit them. Boom. Every chance you get, cue them in the face. Over and over and over. Every time your grasp of the Undying is up, hit them in the face. You're going to appreciate it. Your minions will start pushing. You'll get the auto push. It's a fantastic time to be YORICK, for sure. On top of that, this right here seems like a tiny change, right? But this is one of the easiest to dodge skills in the entire game. The fact that you're losing a little bit of reaction time, 1/12 of a second, that matters, right? Every single time that you cast this spell, you're just a little bit more likely to hit. Also affects some of those moments where people are right on top of you and you go to cast and they make a slight shift in any direction. You can't stop it. Eulogy of the Isles. This is maybe the big change to understand. It used to be that you could hit every 2 seconds. Whatever the maiden's hitting, you could hit it for a big proc of magic damage for 3% of their maximum health, and then it would go up to 6 and 9. It was capped against monsters, which you felt, but at level 11 you could solo Baron. I think they wanted to take a crack at that, but also make it stronger in general. They're getting rid of the 2-second cooldown. They're changing the cap to be flat at 100. All right, basically at higher levels you have no problem killing camps anyways, so it doesn't even matter. But now you're hitting for 2, 2.5, 3%, but no cooldown. So now your Trinity Force, the attack speed isn't going to feel bad anymore. You're going to be able to hit. You can hit things multiple times and get the proc every single time. The maiden's in combat and you're basically just always going to hit. I don't know if this is enough to warrant an attack speed YORICK build, but it's enough to consider how good attack speed is, and it certainly won't feel bad to get it. So certainly in your rune page, you're going to want the attack speed rune. And now we're looking at something, you might want that Legend Alacrity in the Conqueror tree if you're down that path. You won't feel bad about the Trinity Force attack speed. Like all of these sources that were small bits of attack speed that you gathered up over your game, now they matter, right? And you're going to hit. Being in combat with someone with your maiden is going to matter more. Overall, it's important to look at this holistically. Split pushing got a big buff with the fact that you can bring your minions back to you, all right? So you can actually move away from a split without risking your maiden dying. It's a little bit harder to leash your ghouls, but that's okay. Basically, the leash was enormous. It was the full screen. It didn't need to be that big. It does affect sometimes when you're plugging, when you're hitting a minion wave and moving backwards or moving as you're hitting the wave. As long as it's one wave in one spot, you'll always be okay. But if it's one wave that's moving and you take it over the course of like things at the top of top lane versus at the bottom of top lane, you won't be able to get those. So that's a small change, but something to note. And this Q change is massive for his laning. We're going to be playing YORICK on stream after this. Also going with the jungle, because this is going to keep you 100% topped off. Not that he needed any help, but now you don't need to even feel bad. You can keep all your ghouls alive when you're in the jungle because you're just constantly hitting your Q, and it's constantly going to be healing you for percent of your missing health. And it's not even when you're below 50% health that you're getting the bonus. You're just constantly getting this, right? And then, yeah, cast time. Love. Absolutely love. Zeri, watch out, guys. 3 AD, and they're removing 20 cooldown from her lightning crash. Now, they're citing the hexplate as a reason why they're doing this, because people have been building hexplate, and it makes sense. Any champion that is like, boom, we're fighting right now. Nocturne comes to mind, Renekton comes to mind, Nasus, Zeri. These champions all got a huge benefit. Not only that, but it has that ultimate haste cooldown, and you can use that with AP builds. You can use it with hybrid builds. There's a lot of different options you can use. It's still probably best. They're trying to remove the dependency on the item, but it's still probably just going to be the best item for this champion. So watch out. Zeri with Titanic Hydra. The Sheen synergy is not there the way it used to be, but it's still, you still can use it on your normal auto attacks. And then the Titanic Runons and Experimental Hexplate means that you could get this helicopter, weed whacker, meat grinder, whatever you wanted to call it, strategy could easily come back from Zeri. So just keep an eye out on that. Ziggs was hurting. Basically, Ziggs needed Liandry's around, the old Liandry's that gave mana and burn. Now to get burn, you had to give up on mana, and if you went mana, you could only go Seraph's Embrace, really. Luden's Companion's fine, but the Seraph's Embrace is a 0 damage build. It is unplayable. You cannot go Seraph's Embrace first on Ziggs, otherwise you just don't do your job, and people will walk all over you. They're hitting his laning as well, making it a little bit easier to move up. His base armor is going up by 3. His armor growth is going up, and much harder to actually just take this guy out in fights. This had to be done because basically they took away armor runes and gave you flat health, but lethality item just completely annihilates you. And while that's the meta, and it, let's face it, it is, the lethality items are way overtuned. While that's the meta, you need to give a champion like this some armor back. So look at all these guys that have low armor and see what that's going to affect. By the way, did I mention Pyke actually got an armor buff from like 45 to 47? I think he's number 2 only to Alistar in the entire game now for level 1 armor. It's kind of insane where he's at. Satchel Charge also 4 seconds early on the cooldown. This is a big deal because it's the point that you normally only put 1 skill into, or the skill that you normally only put 1 point into. This is a big deal. All right, you only have 4 seconds off of this. This is massive. Now you're more likely to be able to create lane prio and still have it up for when you do push the tower. Zyra, they're citing trying to bring together support and mid jungle, which I love because I love playing Zyra mid and jungle. Base mana regen is going down. This is only a buff after level 15, so this is definitely a nerf. For the laning phase, but slightly better for the end game of your mid laner, for example. But they want her to be able to buy other mana items. They also specifically want you to be able to spam this. Overall, this is a net mana increase. Like you can cast more spells with a 15 cost less Deadly Spines, even though your regeneration is slightly worse. The fact that it's 15 less and you're casting it every 4 seconds kind of evens out this change right here, and you're using it for wave clear. They're also giving an extra 15%. Now this is the secret mechanic. We'll try to do this on stream as well if you guys tuned in for that. When you're killing jungle camps, every time you kill the big monster, it refreshes your W, and every time you kill a small monster, it gives you a short cooldown like this. So basically, as you plant seeds on one camp, you should be looking and getting ready to plant seeds on the next one. right? The second that it's ready, boom, pop it over there, because you're going to end up over stacking your charges. If anytime you have 2 stacks on your W, you're doing it wrong. You should always have 1, cast it, boom, 1, cast it. You can end up with 3 seeds on red after killing Krugs instead of just 2, and that's a huge difference for being able to kill red buff. So we're definitely going to play some Zyra and Yorick in the jungle after this. Lethality items are too good. They cited this for a lot of the changes that are coming next. Essence Reaver getting 5 AD. Ginsu's Rageblade getting 5 and 5. This is good for some split builds. Hullbreaker, there was apparently a bug that they had to mention here, not just in the bug fixes. Kind of weird. It must have been happening more than they thought. But Hullbreaker is a good item, especially for your like Darius type champions that don't really know what to do at third item. And they want to group with their team, but they're not sure how to be useful. It's move speed, it's health, it's damage, and now it buffs the siege minion too. And you can group with your team and not feel bad about it. Like, yeah, this absolutely is a great item for Darius. Kanik Rookern, they didn't mention the bug, so I'm kind of weary about this. Sometimes it is not preventing magic damage. We showed that to, I think, what was it, 2 days ago? We showed that live on stream. Diana just hitting us for 700 despite having a fully active Kanik Rookern shield. Who knows? Don't know why it was happening. Either way, they're taking away 2% of the maximum health. They're also making it 3 more seconds to get your shield back, so you can't just walk out and just get a huge, enormous shield to come back into fights against AP champions. This is a feels bad item for mages, obviously. It was probably too strong, even with a buff, or even with a bug. And yeah, this is probably going to put it in an adequate spot. It still looks like the strongest, but you should be able to consider other items. There's 3 other magic resist items that have been completely outclassed in Spirit Visage, Abyssal Mask, and Force of Nature. Take a look at those. Pick the right one for the game. Rod of Ages getting more stats early. Very nice for the early builds. Collector losing 5 health, or losing 5 AD. Ghostblade, this should have always been the change. Ranged users will now get half efficacy on the move speed. AP changes. Combined cost on Archangel is 100 less, just a buff. Echoes of Helia, a little bit less damage, a little bit more heal. The Hextech Alternator, better at the first one that you buy of the game, and that's it. Worse at all other ranks. Hextech Rocket Belt with a pretty big nerf to its activation damage. Kraken Slayer, a pretty big buff for the early game, saying that, listen, we're going to get rid of all these ratios that make it complex on whether or not Twisted Fate should build Kraken Slayer and who should do it, and hybrid builds. I kind of like hybrid items being in the game, but they're saying, let's just get rid of it, make it 140 base early, up it to 310 late, just make it a simple item for people to want to buy first. They're basically saying buy this item first if you think you want to be attacking 3 times. Lichbane going down by 25% of your base AD. This is a small amount for most of the people that were using it, but you were using it every 2 seconds, and that amount does stack up. And even if you only had 100 AD, right? If let's say you're Fizz and you have 120 AD in the mid game, this is a pretty big change, because you were proccing Lichbane twice in your normal combo, right? So just with that change alone, you're dealing 50 less damage, 60 less damage in your all-in. So this will hit those mage assassins. Mage assassins were fine, mages were not. So we see buffs to mana cost of the mage items. Total cost going down by 100. It's just in the combined cost. They're getting 5 ability power, but they are hitting the procs. So some of the people that were relying this on for the wave clear are gonna have to take note. I'm looking at you, LeBlanc, and some other champions that really wanted this last little tick to kill all the caster minions. Now it might not, so just be aware. Malignance down by 100. 10 flat resistance change at all levels. Much better to rush this item as opposed to saving it for third. Damage per second is going down slightly to compensate. Overall, I think this is a nerf. Profane Hydra getting a buff, although the no, this one was the just buffs. Buff. All right, buff and then the activation. Less on the activation, so less of a free extra auto attack from your Profane Hydra, but the splash damage is doing more. So you're not going to be able to burst as hard, someone like Renekton going in for their all-in combos, but all of the cleaves are going to hit, so Renekton with your empowered W gets a little bit better. Static Shiv getting that same treatment as the other ones. Minus 300 though on the cost is a big deal. But now it's just 90 at all levels, damage to champions. They don't want this thing proccing for mega amounts on it. I don't know. I don't think it's very good of an item. If you're a champion that absolutely needs wave clear, you're probably just better off with Runon's Hurricane. Even Vayne, who liked Static Shiv when it was at its peak and when you could bring Dematerializer, I don't think you do this anymore. It's just not worth it. Runon's Hurricane, as long as you're attacking the same target, your Silver Bolts don't erase anymore. That was a change from, I don't know, 18 months ago. So go ahead, buy Runon's Hurricane and go and build into your scaling. Storm Razor, big nerf, huge nerf, absolutely massive nerf. You're getting an extra half second of move speed, but the damage, the big proc that made this so good of a rush item, you're getting 10 flat, but losing a quarter of all of your AD on the scaling. So when you were late game with 300 damage, 300 AD, for example, that's 120 damage. So that's a 110 damage nerf on every single Storm Razor proc. Storm Surge, getting 5 here, losing some damage on the scaling in the end game. Sundered Sky, taking away some of the AD, giving you some health. Titanic Hydra, this is an unfortunate one for us, although it was kind of everywhere, so it probably needed to happen. Health is going up by 50, but the proc damage is going from 6-3 to 4-2. Rift Herald is being... They realized that they never really told people that you need to activate Rift Herald and then click on the indicator. You're just like, I get in and I aim, and then it ignores you and it just turns. And you're like, why is that? And it'll always default in the way that you mounted it. It's a bad system. They screwed up. They're trying to say that, oh, you know, for now, just click it. But this right here, this is not intuitive. You shouldn't expect to have to get onto the Herald and then click the direction you want it to go. Anyways, apparently they're working on making that more visible, and or you just won't have to click it. But for now, they're saying that you can go ahead and click it. ARAM, Mythic Shop changes, behavioral stuff, bug fixes. As always, make sure to go and check for your character here. And I'm excited about this skin line. I think it's going to be fun. I think these heavenly... Divine Heaven scale, I think this is going to be just great. I think it's going to be nice. Close to Prestige, not quite Prestige, with the theme of the Lunar Revel. You see like dragon type colors here. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And we have another Prestige Ezreal skin. Prestige Heaven scale Ezreal. Can't wait to see that one. So thanks for tuning in, guys. I'm going to go on to the Rift. I'm going to play YORICK and Zyra right now. We leveled up. Yay! I think I'm going to have to close this. What's up? Thank you for that. I feel like Azir should be here. This just looks like Azir, but maybe it's too similar to the Warring Kingdoms Azir skin. And they probably wanted to work alongside Warring Kingdoms, because that was another Chinese-based set. And so let's see. Oh, Divine Heaven scale Lee Sin is also happening. Interesting. Hey Luna, how you doing? Are there Warring... I don't think there's any Warring Kingdoms skins for any of these. So yeah, this is meant to go alongside with the Warring Kingdoms skin line. All right. Jungle YORICK, Jungle Zyra time. It's time. Zyra, absolutely insane. I'm confident in that. We already know it's insane. I think we're 5-0, 6-0 on it already. It's just completely bonkers. It's the one that... It's better than Brand. Brand just got nerfed. It's now way better than Brand. Nope, not new to streaming. Do I look like I'm new to streaming? What are we feeling like today? I think we're feeling like this one. Let me turn this down. Will it be all right? Oh. Yeah, that's good. Oh, I'm all set, Luna. If you work for an organization, could you please take me off of the contact list? What do I think about this? I think like they have a big space advantage, and I probably shouldn't be playing this opening much longer. I can try to break through this. This is going to be a weakness for me. I want to do this anyways. Reinforce this spot, like make it so that this one's stuck defending this square. I think that I should be able to wiggle around a little bit and maybe even get into some better spots. I don't think I care. I almost moved this, would have been a huge blunder. Alright, so he's attacking this a little bit more. This allows me to do this. Maybe I should just take here. Kind of want to get this guy up this way. No, maybe it's here. Yeah, maybe this is better. Then he ever attacks. Is this a free piece? Can we trap a queen? Alright, we're going to get some serious tempo off of this. The question is where, when, how. Seems natural, which means my dark square bishop's going to be really good, which means I want to unlock this piece if I can. So now we're going to go here, try to go like this, try to go here, and then unlock this. Maybe it just doesn't matter, maybe it was just bad. Probably punted this game away, right? Checkmate. Got him. Bailed it out. Definitely harder to breathe today. Day 5. Maybe that's just because just because of the pizza. I don't know. This is a neat little end. This is forced. If he goes here, it's checkmate. If he goes here, it's checkmate. So at what point did we trap this? He was good until he tried to go for this, right? Boom. Mate and 4. So what other option did he have? 8 and 4. I feel like this. 2. What? Oh, he wants me to do that. Okay. Yeah, that's dumb. No, Luna. I'm not interested in artwork, thank you.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
How come the graphic artists are always named like Eva and Luna? This is like the 4th Luna that's come to the chat. You think that's their real name?
Minions have spawned.
Oh, come on, man. So you see this range kind of shrunk. I feel like I didn't heal there. I'm supposed to be healing by 4% of my missing health here. Oh, right, it did. They're playing a luxury bot lane. Oh no, they're dominating with it. Keeping these 4 guys alive, using the new Q to stay topped off a little bit more. Not that we had any problems with it before. I wonder if now we're a little bit more keen to put points in. Before, like, the fastest clear was with the E, but now being a healthier clear might make enough of a difference. Oh, you feel that on the E. It's so fast. So nice. Alright, 405. Viego, no way he started over here, but we're just going to ward this thing. This guy's on 24 as well, which means that he may not have taken this yet. He did take it. Okay, raptors are respawning, which means I get to recharge, and this is exactly what we want. Trouble in the bot lane. Only 3 stacks, kind of feels bad. We also can't get around this anymore, right? New map, they consolidated this, or didn't they? I actually haven't seen this camp behave with YORICK jungle, so this will be our first time, our dry run. Yeah, we get spotted now. If they die quickly, then this is a big problem. As long as the guys are attacking me, though, I'm okay with it. It looks like that's the case. Yeah, alright, these things are actually attacking the other ones. Not worth losing my ghouls for it. We're gonna try to get some new ones here, though. So the big monsters will always drop a corpse for you. That's an important thing to know. So it's important to get Q hits on the small ones whenever you can. We'll grab the new guys, and here we go. We're back to the races. Now, what do we want to do? Black Cleaver seems like a really reasonable early rush. With the new items, but so do the brutalizer ones, right? Like, what are the brutalizer upgrades? This one's no good anymore. Should have looked at this more, thought about what exactly the build I was going to go. Maybe Yumu's. Maybe it's just this for the flat move speed when you're out of combat with enemy champions. So yeah, this will affect the jungling the most. I won't even feel that bad because we'll get the Rectrix out of it. Although we'll probably just go here because we're about to cast our ultimate. So yeah, this is a bit of a gap here we don't want to have. But it is what it is. I don't know, maybe it's just better in the overall, the abstract, to have the bruiser build. This will get me, I don't know if this gets me 6. It's gonna be very close. We have the timer on Raptor Camp, so let's see, he should be taking his red right now, so we might be able to get a sneaky little... Easy game, and the ghouls are still doing it. Big win. Dude, this E is so much smoother. This is so good. My gosh. They'll never stop me now. How will they ever stop me? This guy... Had a fresh red buff too, huh? Easy game. Bum 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 bum. Dude, what is this build? We're level 7. That's about as strong as we need and want to be here. Udyr's right there, so this is warded. What is this champion? And now, will the Void Mites. I have not actually played. Oh my god, what have I been missing out on? YORICK. I've not been playing YORICK to see whether or not the Void Mites are going to proc on this, and they might. Like, how unreal would that be? Alright, here's the leash range. Move faster towards me, please, lady. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, you see it. She's not just crawling. She's going a little bit faster. We got a big chunk in. I forgot to check whether or not the mites were doing anything. So look at this. Every single hit is hitting for that proc damage. Now she does delay a little bit, right? She doesn't necessarily hit them right away. So it's not immediate, but that guy ulted. Buff transfer complete. Alright, well, you said we're gonna go to this Black Cleaver, right? Black Cleaver. Dragons in 156. Alright, I want to start getting into lanes and start, like, putting my grubs down there. Seeing what we get out of it. Now, new little path here that you can do to Gromp. You can go like this, then walk it over here. It'll start coming to you, and you can actually hit it over the wall here. It's a little bit faster to get there now. I just ghosted for that. That seems kind of bad. Whoops, where'd you go? Guys. Oh, yeah, there it is. There it was. The Void Mites. I don't know. Maybe it was just my general proximity, though. We'll see if the... Alright, if I leave, do the Void Mites keep on spawning? Alright, that one doesn't count. That one doesn't count. Alright, there's only 4 Void Mites there, so I think it's not hitting us. Alright, the ghouls are in combat. I've lost my move speed. Rip. They're shopping, and then we'll go take dragon. I mean, this is such a huge buff for the early clearing in the jungle, guys. All right, they want it. They're numbnuts. Wait, Nami actually left. Okay. Maybe they're not numbnuts. Maybe they just know that they've got it. We can do this. They want it? I'm looking. Swain's in. I need to get more. I need to get a new army. Shen's in. No! No, she got away? Oh no, I feel so badly now. And I missed. I missed twice. Alright, time to find out if the ghouls... If the ghouls trigger it. No, they're not attacking. Alright, we'll go get Herald then. That is some massive pushing power though, like, Jesus.
Shut down.
This is kind of dicey. I'm just tanking it. Dies so fast. Guy's having himself a game, huh? Thank you. My teammates will finish you off. Oh, she juked. Okay, what a juke. But you know what? She had to move back towards my team, so it's going to be a huge win. Got you. Bonk. Well, let's see. Do the mites proc? They don't proc. They don't proc. Ah, rip. We're gonna save this. Let someone else ride it too if they want. We're just going all the way, fam. And we've got our demolish proc. We've got such a big wave here. It's like, oh, he targeted it backwards. No. Yeah, that's all she wrote, folks. That's all she wrote. I don't even need this. Maybe I should have popped the bloom. I should have popped the bloom. I'm gonna go clear this red because it's important to clear it. Not that I want the duration of this one longer, it's because I want the next one spawning 5 minutes from now. Alright, we're pretty big, huh? What else could we possibly want? Spear of Shojin, right? Spear of Shojin. This is a big clutch. Now we've got one more camp to kill, and we're good. Oh my gosh, guys, this is too good. I want the buff. I need the buff. All right, we got the buff. We are online. Primeval Smite is ready. Alright, she just warded here, right? I tried to catch her in an animation. Alright, we did. How much damage? Oh my god, look how much damage she was taking. Black Cleaver was just ticking. Alright, we're gonna go for this Zeri. This is the one. She needs to die. She's being called back by her teammates right here. No, we have to turn and win this fight. There's wards. Alright, fine. We win this. We'll just go win this fight instead then. I just walked into this. My whole team is gonna win the fight. Zeri's out of the game. Split pushing AD carries, guys. Boom! Okay. We push. Look at this. You use the W to pull the aggro, and then the mites come out, and then with the waves here, and we're just good. Oh, Zeri wants some? She's flashing forward. Oh my gosh. She has to turn around now, right? Oh yeah. Oh, I've been trapped. Oh my god, they got around me. I wasn't looking. I had my eyes out for Anus Electricus.
An ally has been slain.
Shoot. Oh, that feels so bad. I mean, it makes sense. She knew that she had backup. Oh, big damage. Smolder's getting there. 117, almost at 125. 125 is big for getting those stacks off. Alright, they took Dragon. It's okay. I'm going to solo Baron in just a sec. I'm going to kill one camp, go back at my Spear of Shojin, and then we're just going to get it. Spell hits grant. Alright, we need to test this. We need to test whether or not my ghouls count as a spell hit. They should, because they hit for Arcane Comet. Gonna get a little ghoul army. We're gonna put it into a side lane. Like this guy, I need this guy to get mid-prio. This guy's not getting mid-prio. We just lost mid-prio because he wanted to farm raptors. And like, kind of reasonable thing in general to want to do. Okay. Rip. Shen no ult. Shen's in a fight with Udyr. I don't think that favors Shen. Alright, these guys are pushing, so we're good. Now that they have to worry about that push, and they have to worry about bot push, and they're pathing into the eastern quadrant. Oh my god, it's free. It's free. It's my dream. I'm gonna tank. Couple hits. They were just randomly walking through here. Yes! I'm a god. I'm a god. Give me that. Goated. That's a high quality kill is how they say. Alright, well, alright, what's next? It's gotta be Sheen. It's gotta be a Sheen item. Sheen got, oh, Sheen? They didn't put this in the patch notes. They didn't put that in the patch notes. It's 900 now, not 1,000. It felt really bad to buy this item before, so I dig it. 5 points in the W, we're good. Not your job, not me. That's a tough one.
Has been destroyed.
Shen, that's your job, my man. God, you can feel this damage. It's so insane. We had all that time, you know. That's a pretty clutch time to get some action done. Look how much damage that is. The Ghoulios are going crazy. That's right. That's an end angle. We'll get Dragon instead. And, you know, not really end, but we could put severe pressure on them, and someone should be in the mid lane 100% getting all this prio. Back from Zeri. Zeri's getting a push off when we shouldn't be allowing any kind of pushes at all. I'm going to go intercept this next wave, though. It's right about here.
Has been destroyed.
We should probably shop.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Split push is Zeri, you know? What that means is I should be putting stuff into camps. Or into waves. Oh, big Namiel. Alright, so the ghouls will start hitting this wave and they'll start pushing. I can join this fight now. Did I just int the maiden? I just inted the maiden. Hitting the E can be such a curse. Swain, buddy, you can group. Oh, why would you do that? Ah! Oh my gosh. Alright, that's pushing. That's pushing. We can go elsewhere. Once you put ghouls in a wave and you have maiden, to just charge up and get more from a new wave or whatever it is, right? Just put ghouls in a wave, rinse, repeat, just all day long. One ghoul joins? Okay. We can do better than that. Let's get more ghouls joining here. There we go. More ghouls are pushing now. Now we just need to figure out where's the angle to go. And we have a couple people recalling. He's gonna limit test here. Alright, we're big. We're big. Alright, I need to test Spear of Shojin. I need to make sure it's working as intended. Alright, ghoul. I hit. It's not hit. It's not counting. 1. Oh, it doesn't count. Spear of Shojin's useless. Oh, that feels so bad. That feels so bad. I need to get ghouls in this wave, and then I can go. Actually, looks like a big fight's coming. This is just a split push angle. We engage here. Viego's not there. The big guy that could possibly like clean everything up is absolutely gone. I couldn't get the W down. I could have given it to Nami too. Nice. 3 honors. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Shen got the better grade, though. Shen was good. Smolder, big comeback. Was 1-4. Came back for a big rampage at the end there. That was sick. You know, kind of the existence of this champion, right? Skip, man immune, 100%. Boom, boom, boom. These 3 in Bloodthirster. So good. Could also go Mortal Reminder, right? Mortal Reminder is absolutely insane, too, for everything that you're trying to do. I like the Swain. Swain mid. Swain could even go Rod of Ages. This guy opted not to, but I wonder about Swain mid with Rod of Ages now with the buff to it. In general, all the Rod of Ages champions were not doing particularly great, but what a free game. Like, you get that first clear off, and the Q and the E buffs feel so nice. They're so nice. All right, what do we do? Zyra next? It's got to be Zyra next, right? They call me Mr. Bombastic, really fantastic. Heyo, thank you. GG's from Nami. Hope you keep winning and have a good day. Thank you, Persicola. You played well. I should have given you the honor, honestly. I think that you made it through a tough lane. Nami Smolder seems like a lot of fun. Why is it not this? This is just free. You know what? Once you find a good move, look for a better move. That's what you're supposed to do, because this is just check. If he picks it up, you pick up the rook, so naturally you probably wouldn't. Oh, maybe we just take the... Are we just taking a free rook here? Is that what we're... Oh. What? Is it take with queen? Is there a check? There's no checkmate. There's no way. If we take this, we're just even. So there's got to be something better. Is this the same guy? I didn't catch his name last time. All right, we'll do Zyra this time. We'll get YORICK. We'll alternate Zyra and YORICK. No? Oh, of course, intermediary move. There you go. That's why, because you can gain the maximum. This is how you get the clean piece. You force it early. It's the queen. She's got no other squares to go to. She has to take. Then you check. Then you pick it up, and now you're golden. Makes sense. That might be true. I could. Sure. Yeah, I like this guy's style. We'll swap. If top wants to pick another AP, then I'll swap to YORICK, and then we'll be okay. But either way, we're picking one of these two champions here. All right. So far, also they have no tanks, right? So they're not really going to get big itemization. That said, if they were to get a tank with a Vayne, Ivern, Lulu team, it might be impossible to take them down. YORICK's also much better. I said I was going to go Zyra though. You know, we gotta be ready to roll. I'm ready to go both ways. Boo! This guy's Udyr, also AP. All right, we'll go YORICK. We'll keep it simple. All right, our team fight is on lock. We've got two giga drain tanks in the middle. Swain and Udyr. We've got split push from YORICK. Aurelia thinks that she's playing against me, so she's picking as a counter pick right now. She's actually going to get ruined by this Udyr. I feel so bad for her, right? Like, who picks YORICK in the jungle, right? Alright. Aurelon, you get to choose. What chroma are we going? I guess I could give you other options too. We got this one, Arclight, and we've got Pentakill. We've got all the chromas. Except for Ruby, because we didn't get the set. I think Aurelia will be most mad if killed by pink YORICK. Thoughts? We could Skinnergize. Ooh, we're all purple skins. We're like purplish reddish skins. Black blue. I don't know. This may have gotten worse. I tried. There's no real black blue there. God, this this Aurelia is gonna be so pissed. Oh man. Alright, bot lane, Karma Ezreal absolutely stomps on Vayne. Later Vayne can outduel Ezreal by dodging Qs. Obviously, people are turning in, if you're in from the normals games and you just want to do normals games, you completely ignore me, right? I'm talking about different things from a coaching perspective. Obviously, doesn't apply to a casual hobbyist game. But we just want to show some stuff off with no pressure. But we can absolutely kick ass in the bot lane. Israel just goes to start stacking Q on the wave, can go kick ass against Vayne. Swain versus Yasuo is probably like miserable early. But then Yasuo, how does he ever kill Swain? He probably just dashes away, right? Swain turns on ult and Yasuo dashes away. That's got to be it. And Aurelia versus Udyr is a bad time for them. What rank that I am coaching? You mean what rank do I coach, or what rank am I that I coach? I coach everything. I've coached professional, and I've coached. I've worked with all-time greats in tennis, and I've worked with teams that have gone to world championships in League of Legends. My rank for climbing, I don't really climb, but I don't know, plat, emerald, something. High plat maybe. I like to play variety. I'd rather have, so my ranking is probably how good my 100th best champion is. If I were climbing, I would just be playing the best champion all day long always. But that's less fun, I think. Damaging attacks and abilities. So this is obviously not going to work with the red one. If Spear of Shojin doesn't, or it does and we just haven't realized it yet. Because Spear of Shojin definitely did not work. We had to actually hit with our spells, and then there's nothing indicating that the ghouls were doing it. That's something that I want to go check out after this game for sure. If you need me to roam, just yell at me. All right. If you can roam when your AD carry rotates or when he goes for a buy, that's all.
Minions have spawned.
We have an Ivern. I should have spied. I was out reading the stuff. Doing a very cursory, exhaustive check for an Ivern in a jungle. He could even flash. There's 3 people. Oh my gosh, that's true. We have 3 people with no flash. Oh no. Oh no. Ooh dear, no. It's alright. She's got no flash. I've seen it. The ghoul killed one of my ghoulies. The wolf killed it. Alright, let's see. It's alright, I'll get it back. Alright, there's the Ivern. Ivern's 4 already? I didn't think you could leash and latch all the camps by then. That's right. Okay. Thank you, I appreciate it. We'll just smite this one and go fight him for the next one. Gonna go hard shove this. Do I actually skip the ghouls? Let's see, I'm gonna bring the ghouls with me. Hopefully they don't aggro. This should be... Wait, where'd they go? Did they die? How'd they die? I don't have ghouls. I'm crazy. This guy's trying to leash this thing. Put it in combat. You can't do it. You can't do it. I got you. I walked into range of Irelia. I'm such a scrub. Oh, this guy's going tiger stance. That explains. All right. Okay. Power to him. You know, he's huge though now. And we're huge. All right. What happened to my ghouls though? I want to know what happened to my ghouls. Nice job, bot lane. Let's give you a shout out. Boom. That skin is sick. Is that Fairy Court? It must be. I can go hold this wave for the Udyr since he's big. I'm absolutely going to go do this. Pull this wave away. Come to me, come to me. I tried. Alright, now she's chunked. That's actually just as good for the guy. Now he's got a Tiamat against an opponent with no health, you know? Should be okay. And we wake up the ghouls this way, and we start healing up anyways, and then we're going to be good for our Void Mites. How does Ivern? Ivern must do so poorly against the new Void Mites. And we're full health again. See what that does. Traps them. Interesting. You know, that is going to save some damage over time for sure. I don't want my ghouls taking any damage. Hooter died? No. She's got double buffs too. Didn't work. I tried to get her to land on it. That sucks. That is why Aurelia counters this champion, by the way. Just infinite Q stacks. You just hit it every single time. Either way, we're fast. We got the mites. We got our ult. We're 730 in. We're gonna be okay. Little trick, by the way, on YORICK. Alright, Ivern's top side, so that means we're going to go straight dragon. And I think we're on path to getting every single objective this game. There's a Yasuo there. So now this guy's going to panic and go back to his lane because it's getting pushed, but little does he know that we're going to have a dragon coming up over here. Need to get the aggro away from the minis. This is dealing AoE damage, right? So you always aim the cone this way. Found the Ivern. Oh, too good of a bait. Too good of a bait. Deal damage, Ezreal. Deal damage! Don't stop dealing damage! This guy's getting gapped right now. Rip. That's real bad for us. Obviously a fight that we would just want to avoid. Well, they're brawling. Nice. Tiger Stan's really good at dueling like that, for sure. Void Mites are in 50 seconds. Calling all hands on deck. Nice. Nice. All right, we got to push off in before it. That's fantastic. Gonna dive this guy? I'm down for a dive. Oh, alright, there we go. We got his ult. The ghouls went and hit the minions. Oh my gosh, I'm griefing. I wonder if these things are going to spawn ghouls for me. No, I guess not. They wouldn't, right? Oh, they do? Oh my gosh. We got an Iron to contend with. I need Ezreal. I need Ezreal. I need Udyr. We're done. We're done. We're so boned. I'm going to just get the 5. I'm going to get the 5. We killed the Aurelia. I almost hinted it to her because she counters me that hard. Oh man, nice collapse, guys. Nice communication, nice teamwork. All right, we're 6 grubs, can't lose. Just AOL push turrets all game long. Send maiden ghouls into one lane, maiden into the other. I imagine this guy's gonna want to be a split pusher based on Tiger stance. There's an argument to be made for leaving that alive until 15 minutes. This vein is cracked. Alright, they're gonna go get Dragon off that. No big deal. No big deal. Oh, empowered Q. Single target damage, Aurelia. You lose that. That is not a fight you win. Stacking up some ghouls, and then we'll be right there for the Herald. Alright, so this red, for example, it would be bad to kill it, because if we kill it, it would be respawning at 14, at 19, and we don't want that, right? We absolutely want it to be up after 20, so that it gets the big buff. You get the empowered one. No, it's still too early. I don't know what I was thinking. There was no world where I would ever want to get that. You can have it. Let's go, Aurelia. Ooh, that was close. Alright, so we send ghouls to a lane. We let them push. Rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. I do want to get my test on this Void Might, though. Did this guy just steal my red? I would be so pissed. That would be worst case scenario. And that actually makes, there's a case to be made for invading enemy jungle or pre-15, right? And just trying to get that. We stack ghouls. We're almost at our evolved Squirtle, and that means we're going to be a pushing Phenom. The Ravenous Hydra does not work on these camps on the ghouls either anymore, right? Yasuo and Aurelia are both really good against the ghouls. Make them come back to us. There's a lot of damage, folks. That is a lot of damage, folks. I wonder if Terminus is actually going to be the one now, because Terminus is the stand and brawl someone. Theorycraft. In general, you just don't want to be in that spot, though, you know?
Your team has destroyed a turret.
We took a sidestep and it got us into trouble here. Maybe we could have stolen that. Alright, clear this camp as soon as possible. This is something you want to do at post 15 minutes. If you have a spawn on your buff, you want to kill it right away because you absolutely want it to be coming back up for yourself. I think we should stay out here until we get the full Black Cleaver. Although we have the dragon. No. We just need the spike now. We've got too much gold in our inventory for a big fight coming up. We'll send the ghouls off into one lane, then we'll collect some more. We'll get a new camp, come up with the maiden, and then we'll contest. One of the things you can also do is go and pop these graves. I could let the minions go by, right? So those ones will spawn and they'll continue. This is actually perfect. Boom, I wake those up. And now I've got a whole new army. So I've got a pushing army and I've got an army with me. Most important red ward you'll ever place in your games. Maidens eat daisies. That should be a 1v1 win for Nudier all day long. If I kill a camp, I actually get such an absurd speed boost here. Is that a flash? I feel like it must have been. Alright, so watch this. I'm walking, and then suddenly I just get a huge boost of speed, right? So you can just make this happen for yourself. Oh, I want to kill this before... If I can kill this before 20, that's such a big deal. I'm doing it. Boom! That thing's not respawning till forever. Alright. You guys ready? You know what? Let me go get Black Cleaver. Udyr's pushing bot lane. I can send ghouls somewhere else, and then they've got imminent threat everywhere. And then this is just 100% ours. Oh, careful. They have 4 people there. You're so dead. Get out! You're dead. No, don't teleport for that. Oh my gosh. Oh no. The wards might have been something that we tried to do earlier. The first time we were there. Alright, we're gonna take this camp. We're gonna join this fight. Gonna get the speed boost. Gonna let Ezreal zone. You know what? They're all getting into kerfluffle. Ready? I'm gonna get a huge head start on this push here. They won't know what hit them. Wait, they're ghosting me? Alright, we've got an empowered red camp coming up too.
Enemy killing spree.
Red for the team, or 4 people on the team. Alright, now we're going to continue the work that Udyr did, and then we're going to resume with the Baron. We've got 3 wards around this dragon, so I'm going to ping that I'm on my way. But really, I'm just dropping off these ghoulies here. So now we've got like a major pushing force here. You actually, holy shit. Oh, the red one's OP. The red one, you wouldn't even be able to tell the difference, huh? We killed Vayne, which means we can take Baron, because that's their only threat. Sorry, that's not true. Aurelia's a threat too. So there we go. Aurelia's going to answer. We just take this now. Aurelia does have teleport. Oh, why did we aggro? Why did we aggro? Why did we aggro, guys? We need Udyr's damage. He's got the empowered Q here. This is tons of damage. Look at how much extra damage this is. It's so unreal. You found me. Alright, that was good. That was good. That was good. Alright, Aurelia's facing off. That was perfect. Ezreal goes to defend against Aurelia. As long as he doesn't die here. You just eat forward, he's dead. He flashed, okay. That is something you don't necessarily want to be doing against an Aurelia. If she knows you don't have dash, that is it. You are done for. Alright, we're going to drop off the ghouls here. Make sure we get a little nudge out of this. Actually, could continue. We see 2 people. Aurelia's off the map, though. Aurelia's such a huge threat to me. Maybe we get Demolish proc. Nope, we don't. I'm just going to recall. Hopefully it's enough to get the maiden back home. Damn. Nope, that's what we knew. We counted it in our head. What did we say we were going to get? Something that was insane. Clips. I didn't say anything about it, but that's what I want. That's what I want. Aurelia's here for this. We have to give. Alright, Vayne is our mark. Only champion that matters here. We're teleporting on them? That's gonna be tough. Tough to manifest. We need mid-prow from Ezreal. This Aurelia is pretty cracked, not gonna lie. This guy's playing at a diamond plus level. That's good macro by Ezreal right there, throwing his ultimate bot. Stopping a push. Delaying a push, I should say. Aurelia's in bot, she can't stop me here. What? No! Daisy! 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 Keeping me knocked up for days. That guy had 2 different shields plus his ultimate, plus his R shield, plus this shield. So he got 4 different shields going off that fight. Still almost beat him. Yeah, we can shield too.
Your turret has been destroyed.
That's true. That's true. You know what? Anti-shield. We do have one. We've got Lulu putting it on carries. We've got multiple people building on carries. That's so good. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Serpent's Fang is just great this game. Okay. Threat number 1 gone. Unfortunately, Vayne counters the F out of Udyr. I never built Triforce, did I? Jeez. Just this, been this high tempo kind of game. This guy take my red? Probably. No? Is he trying to come take my red? Lol. This guy's dying. There's shield. Alright, next shield is up. Ball. Bonk. Bonk. Alright, ghouls are pushing. Aurelia's up though. Bad fight for me. All I do is literally all I do. Why did he move so quick? Big damage. No, get Aurelia, get away from Aurelia. All I do is empower her. Literally all I do. She just eats the maiden alive, dude. One thing I've got to have is allies. I've got to have summons. We keep on giving up mid-prio.
An ally has been slain.
We're scattering too much. They're missing Ivern though. Alright, if I can get enough pressure here, they actually have to deal with it. Gonna let my minions go. I'm gonna pick up these new ones. They're giving because no Ivern. I think they would have won that fight, honestly. Yeah, Baron 100%. Let's get this, though. Alright, I've got my Serpent's Fang. Oh, they were chunked? Alright, I didn't see it. I should have actually spent a moment down in the bot lane. Just to send these other ghouls there, because I need to reverse this. This is a game-ending push right here happening. Actually, Ezreal's got it. We would need another one. We would need another one. I gotta do it. Oh, they see me? Oh my god, they were ghosting. I apologize. Yeah, that's what I get. That's what I get for going bot. That's my mistake. So bad. So bad. We can gauge on this. Yeah, 100%. That's his Q down. Q came back up. What a champ. Jesus. Oh my gosh. She didn't kill the maiden somehow? Okay. Alright, this was our work dutifully paying off earlier. So this is what the intent was, but we needed to be in a better spot. When they said they were chunked, what I thought was saying is, oh, they're chunked, they're going to recall, not that they're going straight there. And they get it. That's on them, and it's on me. Oh boy, I think we might just have to end. They just win a 3-for-0 there.
Your turret has been destroyed. Your team has destroyed a turret. Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
I don't know that I win this race. Maybe if Karma can kill the wave, but I don't think she can with the Baron minions.
Your turret has been destroyed. Your turret has been destroyed. A summoner has disconnected.
Damn. I played that so bad. Streamer diff. Streamer diff. I could have carried. I was talking and talking. I made bad decisions. That's on me. That's on me. Shouldn't be hard, etc., etc. Shouldn't be hard because this Yasuo is trolling. That's it. Interesting. Why is this guy popping off right now? Spreading niceties benefits us all. That's all I'm gonna say. Vayne combated well. So we don't need to say that stuff. We don't need to say that stuff. So many things. All right, wait, no. We gotta go do our testing. We've got to test the new items because they should work based on the way other things have worked in the past, and we gotta find out. So, test number 1, Spear of Shojin was not stacking. Whether or not that's intended or not, it is what's happening. Conqueror, we'll have to test. Comet. Comet's supposed to work. Let's read Comet. Damaging a champion with an ability. Rolls a Comet. So, this should definitely count if yeah, I'm just going to put straight up bug report. I'm just going to quit out of this and bug report because something's not lining up. Spear of Shojin should be stacking. You should not teach macro, man. You don't know where you should be. I mean, I'm talking and I'm streaming, I'm having fun in a game, but I appreciate you're right. You're right that I was in the wrong place. So you could say that, but you could be curious, right? Be curious, not judgmental. No, it wasn't this game. It was the last game. But I'm happy to hear your opinion. If you want to say, where should I be? That we can go for. Where do we want to say we should be in this spot? Because it's definitely right. It should not be showing in bot lane while they're on While Baron is on the map, 100% true. We say it all the time. Say it all the time. What was the other thing that we want to go? All right, let's do some more testing. I probably should have waited to submit that bug report to go, but maybe like if we find multiples, we can make like a list and just say up, like these aren't working, this isn't working. So Eclipse should work. Eclipse should give a big shield. Yeah, right there. What's up, bud? How you doing? An old cat. All right, what are the tests? Well, I suppose if we're testing, we might as well test everything. So let's test Terminus. One stack, right? Okay. So one attack from here. And that's counting my Maiden proc. Why is it giving me 2 stacks of these? Why is it going 2-4, right? So let's look at this. Terminus is pairing off. It's going to 6. Why is it going to 6? It's saying once per 4 seconds. It's... Whoa, that's really bizarre. It's like unsure whether or not to count the new Maiden I had. You saw that last time I went from 4 to 6, right? Could it be in my runes? No. Okay, so this is an ability and this is an ability. They're supposed to count. You saw that time it went up to 8? What if I hit right there and I stop now? Yeah, okay, so it's reiterations of the Maiden damage. This is the new change to the passive that we're getting this big chunk happening. Okay. All right, Terminus not doing anything. Conqueror is doing wonky things. We can definitely say that much. Eclipse. Okay, so it's counting these as 1. So either way, if it's counting these as 1, 100% it should be counting Spear of Shojin, right? Like, Spear of Shojin should just be working here. Instead, it's only counting these. Let's see what happens now. These guys lunge. They didn't lunge. He hits. Am I just crazy here? They're just not moving. All right, that's only counting as 1 again, right? Like if Comet definitely does work. These should be working. Okay, so that's not going on right. Terminus will be interesting for like killing Baron and stuff like that. Let's see. What else could we get? What else? Ravenous Hydra. New Ravenous Hydra should not be working. I need to go get ghouls. Where are we going to go get ghouls? Let's get them from Wolf Camp, I suppose. Dude, that Maiden got here fast. Oh, it was based on distance. That's what it said. Of course. Makes sense. Alright, let's see. Is Maiden splashing? No. Okay. The ghoul's not even attacking yet. I don't think that thing's splashing either. Let's go check it out here. They're gonna come. Run! No, they got interrupted by the wave. Alright, it's actually a good test to see whether or not they're splashing. They're not splashing. Alright, so new Ravenous Hydra confirmed does not work. What else? What else? Black Cleaver. I need to go get some more ghouls though. I should have brought teleport so I could just bring this like neatly wherever I wanted to. Shift B, okay. Black Cleaver. Let's look at this thing's armor. We have to stack it up. Control Shift G. Okay. We'll give that a chance to reset. We'll bring the Ghoulios over here. I'll just take a peek at this thing. Alright, it's got 200, 200. Alright, so we're going to see how it behaves now. A hit. There's the ghouls. Boom, 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 boom. All the stacks. Alright. 4% up to 24%. Yeah, it is working. That must be a 152, not a 1... Oh, would it be a 152? 24%? Of 200? That'd be 48, right? Okay. Let me get rid of that. Okay, Black Cleaver's working. Alright, Spear of Shojin is not. Ravenous Hydra is not. Black Cleaver is. Eclipse is. We already know that item cooldown works on the Sheens and the Sundered Skies of the world. Maybe with the changes, with all the brawling changes, going Trinity Force first is going to be better again first in the jungle. Let's see, what else could we have? Do we show up here? Profane Hydra, no. Oh, that's a good one. Hullbreaker. 10 and 10. Nearby allied siege and super minions. So I shouldn't hit this. Okay, good. It doesn't. Let's see. Alright, so it looks like we're going to go for Trinity Force, Black Cleaver, Sundered Sky. The Black Cleaver is the only thing that is going to work on the ghouls at distance. So they should be applying Comet. They do apply First Strike. They do apply Comet. They should be applying Spear of Shojin, but they're not. So that kind of gets rid of the lethality Spear of Shojin split push idea with the ghouls. You can, I mean, you can still do it. They just don't hit as hard. And there's still a lot of champions that can kill them completely. Okay. More games. I suppose I should message my wife. This would suck. I was like touting this as the easiest COVID of all time. I mean, it can't be a coincidence either that the 2 days that I eat pizza, the next day I feel worse. That's gonna be really disappointing. Can't have pizza anymore? Shit. That would suck. Alright, is there some kind of like int? Yes? This. This. Okay. Makes sense.
Art can shed light on our fears.
So Ingenious Hunter works on the Sheen, works on the Sundered Sky, works on the Eclipse, all of the above. So I think that's works on Titanic Hydra. I think that's an obvious win for both of these champions, no matter which one we go with. Doesn't do anything with the Hullbreaker. We go that route, but I don't think we need to. Alright, Yorick Mundo. Did they change the interaction with my ghouls? Shen would be totally fine here too, but Mundo has a fine time because he can't be taunted. It just breaks the shield and he's fine. And the percent max health isn't as big of a deal, and they give back base AD, which he can counter a little bit more easily. So Yorick, but he can't stop the pushing. He can go and like slam the ghouls through, but I'm pretty sure it won't one-shot them. I think by the end of this game, if this isn't getting any better, then I'm gonna have to go to urgent care. That would suck. Wait, we have Mundo somewhere else? Something's going on weird. I mean, a lot of weird things. It's gonna be probably Aatrox. Aatrox is a pain in my butt. All right, let's go demolish. We're still gonna go here.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. Seconds until minions spawn.
No, you're done. You're done. So that is a Mundo jungle.
Minions have spawned.
Fair. Got you. I am baffled that the he didn't send my ghouls off an item. Did I have no... Yikes. Must not have had any bonus guys. Alright, so we get a better recall off. His teleport's gone. We're in really good shape here. Is that second smite? Big chunk of damage on that E, by the way. That's why you hit it. 15% of their max health. Or like 15% of their current health. Yeah, current health. Wave's coming out. That's too bad. How did that end up happening for him?
An enemy has been slain.
Sal's got prio. How did I miss? No. And it's Mundo. I'm dead. How did I die to this? I'm so bad. Alright, time to buckle down. It's another waste. Zed can get that kill if he wants it. All right, this time let's try not to mess it up. Waves coming back to us. We need to not get hit during level up spikes. We should be higher XP, but we're not because of that death. It's close though. I can get prio whenever I want it. Doing this push now so we can get the void mites. Aatrox missing that whole wave. We're scrapping. I think Jax juked them. He went from red to Raptors instead of red to Krugs, and then he just wasn't in a good position. Nice. Alright, everyone's over there. This was a mistake. I could have gone over and taken some camps. Aatrox is stuck to his turret again. Misplayed it. Oh, that's gonna be a kill. Oh, Jax. Jax moving into turret range was really, really weak. Really bad for us. And this was pushing, right? So we didn't get a chance to swap back. This guy will be up now. Big time up.
Ally has been slain. An ally has been slain.
I missed. Alright, we got 5. 5's enough to get that extra Void Might when we're pushing, which is fantastic. It helps you siege, especially for me. Gets access to the turtle a little bit faster. No.
An ally has been
His ult and his flash.
An enemy has been slain.
Boom. Thank you. Now he's got nothing left. No tools. We're gonna get like 4 plates out of this.
Killing spree. Shut down.
Oh, new mana changes, right? Alright, that's probably enough. What? The grubs are still hitting with true... You know what? The grubs are still hitting with true damage. That's right. The true damage gets away from the resistances. Not worth. Not worth. Huge punt. Huge punt.
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Uh-oh. Nice.
An enemy has been slain. Shut down. Shut down.
Yeah, they grew that wall. This wall is definitely fatter. You can't just go through it for free anymore. Come on, eye, open up. Shit. Should have saved that last eye.
An enemy has been slain.
thing hit for 23 damage. Epic.
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
He's just gonna release the maiden, right? Yeah. So I'm gonna go pick this up.
An ally has been slain.
I need this level before I can do this, so. Is he gonna stick around? This is probably approaching too high up here. They could easily be in the river.
An ally has been slain.
Why didn't they fly? Was it just a ghoul that hit him?
An ally has been slain. An ally has been slain. Shut down.
Three people are dead. I should have asked him if he wanted to fight. That would have been good. 3 people are bot. Oh no, Zed.
Shut down. Your turret has been destroyed. Your turret has been destroyed.
Literally giving you the CS, dude. What do you want?
Your team has destroyed a turret.
It's auto casting with no animation. That's so good.
Enemy killing spree. Shut down.
Nice. Vision diff. What's going on? That's absolutely wrong. Oh, that's too bad. That hit.
Has been slain. Shut down.
Don't actually want to int the maiden. That might have been really bad. She might die. I've got 5 seconds left. Heal up my poopsie. Maybe it was worth getting a moat. Sky.
Shut down. An ally has been slain. Enemy has been slain. Shut down. An ally has been slain.
We have 5 void mites. This should be an easy push. Why are my spells broken? I don't know what was happening there. I tried to get this on multiple minions. It wasn't going. I don't know if I had it active on the other part. It doesn't even make sense. But it was good that we could actually like fight the smolder, although we did give them like giga stacks there, and she's about to get Navori too. Or no, she's got her Navori, so she's gonna be working towards like Last Whisper. Hopefully they don't know that I can Baron. It's been a while since they got the vision up there. I should be able to just like clang this Baron. I should probably be helping. I should definitely be spending more time in the side lanes. My ghouls have been doing work. Oh my gosh, I don't want that thing to come back to me. They're fighting. Is that all 5? That's all 5. We're gonna go for the end.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor. Enemy killing spree. Your turret has been destroyed.
Got outplayed big time.
Enemy double kill.
Should go for the gold.
Your turret has been destroyed.
How do we get out of this?
Enemy rampage.
I like that.
An ally has
We're just getting outplayed on an individual level. This guy's 2 items.
Your turret has been destroyed. Your inhibitor has been destroyed. Your turret has been destroyed.
A lot of damage, Mr. Aatrox. This is so nice that the maiden actually runs away now. They're right. It's the only camp that matters right now. Gone though. Alright, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna leave the maiden be. I'm gonna go in and we're gonna fight this.
An ally has been slain. Enemy rampage. Slain. Shut down.
Kanik Rookern? This guy went Kanik Rookern.
An enemy has been slain.
And it's gotta be. I've gotta be the one doing the supers. Alright, I can leave the maiden and go join them, and we'll see. I've got my 500 gold. Aatrox is kind of a bit of a pain with this. So, alright, we just have to win this fight.
Enemy killing spree. Enemy double kill. Enemy
Pentakill 4v5.
Your turret has been destroyed. Your turret has been destroyed. Your inhibitor has been destroyed. Your turret has been destroyed. Your inhibitor has been destroyed. Your turret has been destroyed. Defeat.
I mean, you got Kanik Rooker, you know? It's tough, but like just looking what the jobs that people need to do if you're trying to win. Right, when you're trying to win, you have to be very aware of what everyone's job is. And for example, Shaco very much knew what his job was. Go to an area before it spawns, put traps down every single time. Right? Oops. It's a game ID. And so Shaco was going there, getting everything down, and then it became about the traps. And so now we're thinking, like, we end up with such a gap that we end up with something like Kanik Rooker, and it's like, never this. Never this. Maybe Banshee's Veil, right? Banshee's Veil to avoid one of the shots, and then you're still dealing AP. But, like, your job is to deal damage. It cannot be this, right? On top of this, Lichbane is a huge piece of the puzzle. So is Riftmaker. Like, AP, this is not even how you play AP Varus. Not even close. So we just didn't have any damage, right? This is a kind of a dead item, doesn't do anything anymore. You know, the armor penetration, whatever, it's fine, but like the slow only happens when they're under 50% health. What you needed it was when they were full health. You hit them with an ability so that they're slow, so you can hit them with everything else and thus get them low enough. This right here, Mauve Malmortius, that would also be fine, right? Something that scales, you'd be okay. Like, you just can't be Koenig Rooken. This is ridiculous. But yeah, Shaco was everywhere all at once, right? Just there before it happens, doing his job very, very well, and making sure that everything was covered at all times, right? He's always there, ready to get the traps down on the other side. Like, I'm just going to take a snapshot, and this is not, I don't want to like throw flame. I just want to give Maokai something to think about and work on. I don't mind the itemization. It's not the worst. I mean, Sunfire's kind of useless unless you're a like actual combative champion. Thornmail, Bramblevest basically is Thornmail. You get the 40% Grievous wounds. You don't need it. Replays aren't working. Okay. Okay. Apparently replays aren't working. But at the end there, when we had, let's see, I don't know if this is even the right one. No, I don't want it here. This is not what I want. Anyways, that dragon's down, and we've already lost the fights in this area, and the next wards, that the next presence we had from mid from Maokai came down here, and it was ward and ward. Like, these don't do anything. The fight's not here. The fight's going to be at Baron. So at the same time, I really wish I could bring this up. At the same time that Maokai is putting any attention to this area, Shaco's already littered this entire area, and Zed can't play the game, right? Zed's trying to find flank angles, and everything's covered by Shaco boxes. And with the buffs, you know, like, that's a pretty serious deal. Anyways, I wish I could have pulled that up. Ooh, deja vu. Wow, serious deja vu. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We're in a simulation. Confirmed. Alright, I think that's gonna be it for me. I gotta go to urgent care. It's getting a little bit tougher to breathe, so I gotta make sure that I can get out. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I appreciate you. I'll catch you next time. And the patch notes will be live tonight, alright? I'll make sure to get that as soon as I get back. Peace.